Hello, my name is Steve Bigelow with the Candlestick Forum. We did see a reversal confirmation today based upon candlestick patterns. We were watching to see if this is going to be a support level. We had bullish signals occurring in the Dow, and it just barely closed above the T-line. However, you still had to account for the indecisive nature of the market to see whether that indecisive nature had now been diminished. And today's positive trading closing above the T-line out of this range dramatically improves the probabilities. We're now in an uptrend. How far? We don't know, but we can watch to see what happens once we get to the 50-day moving average. Now, this basically confirmed the bullish trading over here on the NASDAQ, that even though we didn't have a reversal signal in the NASDAQ on Friday or a reversal signal in the S&P 500, the fact that both of those closed up above the T-line today kind of added to the probabilities of a bullish uptrend in conjunction with the Dow closing above the T-line. So knowing that this is what we didn't want to see if we were short makes for very simple candlestick logic. If you were short a position and you were in the oversold area, if the market was opening positive and they were gapping up above the previous day's open, close out your short position immediately. The probabilities had gone against you dramatically. Also note how far away you were from the T-line. That also gave you a little bit more indication that the bearish sentiment was diminishing or had the probabilities of bouncing back up. So we're going to be doing a training on Saturday where we're going to be showing how you identify the high-powered candlestick pattern trades. Now, there's pieces of evidence that can be analyzed when you see a reversal. For example, Netflix today, after a Doji, gapped up and closed above the T-line. That is a strong reversal signal, your best friend signal. These are the type of things we identify because if there's going to be an uptrend, what do you want to be in? You want to be in the strongest trades during that uptrend. There were tons of stocks that looked like this today, where they'd been in a downtrend and then they traded positive. However, the lack of great bullish sentiment was evident by the fact that this was not a reversal signal. So simple logic says, if you don't see a reversal signal and bullish trading, you're probably going to get some bullish trading. But we want to go with the probability factors that the Japanese rice traders have illustrated to us for hundreds of years, that we would, even though there's going to be a lot of stocks trading higher, we want to pick the ones that actually had reversal signals, and not only reversal signals, strong reversal signals. Things like kicker signals, which are your strongest individual candlestick signal. We recommended POD on positive trading today based upon that kicker signal, because that illustrates a dramatic change of investor sentiment, and the probabilities are extremely strong it was going to go positive in spite of what the overall market did today. Or patterns, such as the cradle pattern. When you see these series of dojis and then the footboard, here's your headboard, here's your bed, here's your footboard. And when they tell you that footboard is changing investor sentiment, that tells you there's probably a high probability you're going to be heading higher. So we can identify signals and patterns that are going to produce extremely better probabilities than just an uptrending stock. Bros, for example, did a bobble breakout today, which is basically a J-hook pattern that we could see supported right on the T-line. The reason this is stronger than a J-hook pattern analysis is because we can see the J-hook, but everybody else was watching to see what was happening at the 50. So when it started going through, we knew we had extra probabilities that this trend is heading up, because everybody that was waiting for it to close above the 50 are now saying, oops, now I can be buying. We just happen to be able to identify it well before everybody else starts piling in. So right now, with the markets trading above the T-line, you have to assume the probabilities are extremely strong that we're heading higher. That'll be it. Oh, we'll see you in the chat rooms. And remember, this Saturday coming up, you get a lot of extra insights into what makes one trade much stronger than another trade. So we'll be working on that. That'll be it. We'll see you in the chat rooms.